Welcome to Tequila Tuesday,
where we take shots of reality and tequila.
What I think is funny is that when we were about to hit record and we were going to both count down, I was saying like 1, 2, 3, and you started at 3.
3, 2, 1.
That's funny.
And I said 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow. Yeah, I just was 1, 2. Oh, no. Okay.
Well.
Okay. Just interesting how people start with different things or whatever. Like, how do you do 3? Like, hold up 3 fingers. Yeah. Some people go like this. My dad would do that. I don't know why.
I count like that, but if I'm going to show 3.
You count like 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
You start with your thumb?
Yeah.
This is the one. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Like, if you say, I want one of those. How many? 1. Hold up 1 finger. 1. It's not
That's
one.
what I'm saying. If I'm showing the number, it's my fingers.
Can you imagine?
But if I'm counting to myself, I'm going to use my thumb.
How many?
1. So, welcome. This is going to be our winter games, fun, pop culture, just kind of fun, relaxed, super chill holiday episode. Kind of this whole month is going to be like holiday episodes. So, enjoy.
We love the holidays.
We love them. So we're going to start with Megan Fox and MGK drank each other's blood for nothing. They broke up.
Would you not drink someone's blood?
I would drink someone's blood if I loved them, but if they left me, I'd be pretty pissed.
No way, you're talking shit, and they're like, well, I mean, no, yeah, they did it for nothing. I would as well, but not like a vat or like, you know, a whole cup full of blood, you know, just like
They wanted me
a
to.
little sprinkle. I think they would be dead if they had that much, but a little, like a sprinkle of blood and like water, and then you just, you know, you drink it. I don't know. I think it'd be cute. Not cute. I don't know. It's something. But yeah, they did that for nothing, and she's pregnant. You knew that?
Nope.
Oh yeah, she's pregnant, and apparently he cheated on her.
Well.
Which is just crazy because
Is it?
It is because, well, I mean, it's not crazy, like unbelievable, but it's just like, man, you can be Megan Fox and still, and like the way that they would talk about each other and stuff, and like Megan Fox was so like obsessed with him, and like, you know, I was watching this video that's like, she was like publicly like writing poetry about this man and like, you know, saying that she manifested him when she was 4 years old and all this stuff. And then, boom, he cheats on you. Like,
Wonder why.
Men are shit.
Was it like with a fan or like?
That part I don't know. I don't know too many details about it. I just know that like, I don't know, apparently they were on vacation together. And the next thing you know, she's like, not there, and she's single and like focusing on her baby.
Wow. Okay.
Which is crazy. Like they went
that
through
is
all
crazy.
That, had a miscarriage and everything, and then like now
they got married, right?
No.
Oh.
They had their. Did they?
I thought that's why they drank the blood, because they got married, right?
I thought they just did that because they like love each other. But the last thing I remember was the ring. He got her that ring that's like hurts to take off, like it pokes into you. Yeah.
That's
like,
crazy. For someone who's gonna cheat.
I know. It like goes on fine, but then like I guess if you try to take it off, it's got like a poke.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's like cool and cute in theory, but then like yeah, for somebody who's just gonna cheat on you. And he like was so obsessed with her too. Like he would say that he had like, which is kind of weird. He had like posters of her on his wall whenever he was like a teenager.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but. All that to just, I don't know. Let's see. Who did MGK cheat with?
Someone not worth it.
Definitely. Sophie Lloyd. Remember? Wait, no, that's 23. So hold on. It doesn't really say who. Okay, Megan Fox dumped Machine Gun Kelly after discovering text messages from other women on his phone, according to claims. So it's not a person.
So he was like entertaining.
Yeah. So yeah, that's more like it. Like previously there were, I guess, rumors in 2023 about him, and I guess maybe one of his guitarists or something, Sophie something or other, but those were like shut down. But yeah, now it's like that. So
Wow.
really, like, why are you gonna be a piece of shit? Why do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like
That's
Clinton
crazy.
Kane all over again. You remember him, Clinton Kane? That's throwing it way back.
Is it that far back?
For me.
That's crazy. So
So wish you well, Megan.
yes.
Fuck you, MGK. Colton, Carlson. I don't really know your name. Something like that.
White guy.
Colson? Is it?
I don't know. Pete Davidson's friend.
You can correct me if anybody loves to. That's fine. Anyway, yeah. So crazy.
Very crazy. I forgot what I was gonna say.
What?
Moving on. Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
We have an update. We wrote out a whole list for nothing.
I was ready. I was even gonna eat the au gratin potatoes or whatever.
Honestly, I ended up eating tacos, and then we played Monopoly, but it was a great time. We played Monopoly, and it was very nostalgic and great. And I will make you play more board games because I love them. So
tell them who won.
you won because
that's it.
Well,
Just because I'm better than you is the point.
100%. But I learned my lesson.
Here we go. You invested too much.
You have to buy the houses right off the bat. Because if you tell yourself,
good houses too.
yeah, if you tell yourself that you're going to buy the house on the next round, you're not.
You're going to lose.
You're not. You're going to lose out.
Yeah.
Somebody else is going to buy the houses.
But then also don't bother buying the houses like on the ghetto side of town. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember what those places were. I think it was like the orange? I don't know. But the blue ones,
yeah.
Those are the ones.
The blue ones are where it's at.
And then get your houses on there.
100%. I kind of almost want a rematch, so I don't know.
Just want to lose again. The amount of times you had to mortgage out your property.
Look, I learned my lesson. Okay? I'm ready for another one.
I played Peyton the next day, and I beat her too. So.
Dang, you're on a roll. Well, I'm ready to break that roll. I will also challenge you to play me in Scrabble, which I also have on hand.
Oh, that I might not be that good at.
I don't know every word in the world, so I think we're fully matched. I think we should do it. I think we should try.
Try it. Have you ever heard of
I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Bananagrams? Is that what it's called?
I've heard of the game.
Where everybody has their own little Scrabble.
I mean, it's basically Scrabble, right?
It's basically Scrabble. It's just there's not a board in the middle. You like have your letters and you just make them all into. I don't remember exactly how it goes or how people win, but
it sounds like you should just do Scrabble.
Sounds like you should just do it on your phone alone if you're gonna be like having your own board or whatever.
Yeah, words with friends.
I do like that. Do you have that?
It's cool, but I don't have any friends to do that with.
I will play you on Words with Friends.
Oh, then you're definitely playing me in Scrabble. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but on the phone Scrabble? You have phone Scrabble?
I don't have phone Scrabble as of right now, but I do have the game where you have to make the words out of the letters that are scrambled up. It's like a word puzzle or whatever. It's like a circle.
Is it called like Boggle or something?
No, not that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's a TV show.
Maybe it's a knockoff of that.
Was it called Boggle?
No, it's called like word puzzle or something like that.
No, the other one though.
Oh, no. I don't know.
Well, I'm downloading Words with Friends because we're going to play that.
Okay, so I will play that. I will download that ASAP.
See, look, I had it before.
Anyways,
moving on.
I've had it in the past, but it was like in middle school.
Oh, mine's been more recent than that for sure. But
love that game. I get really into it, and then people don't want to play it anymore.
And you'll get the update next week that I beat him.
I'm
on a winning streak.
Oh, it's on. It is on. Oh, okay. I love games. They're so much fun, and my family never wanted to play games. So, like, the fact that you love games is like, it's freaking on,
Poor
dude.
Gio.
I always, because every board game, like a big thing in the early 2000s was family game night.
Mm.
And every board game would have this little thing of like, do family game night. And I would always try to do family game night on Friday nights and nobody wanted
Your
to play.
family's like, please.
I would literally pull all the games out of my closet. They're in my closet because nobody else wants to freaking play them. So I'd pull them all out of my closet. I'd set them all up I'd set up like 2 different games on the kitchen table. Like, we're doing this, it's on. And then I'd be like, okay, guys, it's family game night. And everybody would be like, no, I don't really feel like doing that. And nobody wanted to play family game night. But when my grandma would come to watch us, my parents once a year would go to the show, like this seminar thing in Las Vegas in October. And my grandma would come over and she loves games. And so we would play games like nonstop every single day. And I freaking love that shit.
I bet she loved it too.
It was so fun. My sister hated it, but I didn't care. She was really cool at, like, really good at card games. So we'd play this card game called Greedy, where you like roll the dice and like it has to do with something with the cards. And then we would play, I forget. And then we would play, I would always lose because I'm very greedy still to this day. But we would also play, I'd make her play Trouble with me. Yep. Love that game. My parents have it at their house. I'd make her play Monopoly with me, and she's really good at that, so that was always fun.
She knew which properties to buy.
She knew how to play solitaire. Like, she'd set it all up, and so she'd set it all up for me, and I'd sit there and play it. And
I can't do solitaire. I can do it on the computer, that's it.
I like it on the computer. She tried to get me to get into crocheting, but I just didn't have the patience for it. I would get frustrated and pissed off, so
I would love to be able to do that. Crocheting. We're so
I know the basics of it, but I just can't. I can't. It's too tedious. I can't. And it takes too long.
Really cool stuff.
She would make all kinds of blankets and stuff, and like hats and gloves and stuff.
My grandma was a quilter. She would like make quilts and stuff.
She made us like stockings with all of our names like knitted into it.
Stop it.
Yeah, really cool. No, well, my mom said she's gonna mail it to me, but she says that every year. So.
Along with the rest of the board.
But also says the other name, so, you know. But it is cool that my grandma made it. My grandma also painted this horse.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yep. She definitely painted that.
How did you get it?
Because I love her. She gave it to me. She actually painted it while she was watching us at one of those October visits. She painted it while I was learning how to paint, and it's just amazing. It looks so beautiful. So I've always had it. I've had it since I was like 9 years old.
I did not know that.
It's just, I love it. So, yep, that's her work.
And she died.
Yeah, she is dead. She is very dead.
Okay.
She died when I was like 18. Somewhere around there, 18, 17, 19. It's all kind of a blur during those few years, but somewhere in there she died. And we went to her memorial, and I knocked my sister out in the hotel room. Yeah, so knocked her out.
At like 18.
Knocked her out. She was all
Why?
in the hotel room because she called me a failure.
And we know Gio's biggest fear.
Biggest fear of failure. So yeah, knocked her ass out. I did warn her like 5 times. I told her, I was like, you should stop saying stuff because I'm going to hit you. And she was like, go ahead and hit me. I'll call the cops. I was like, cops don't care about siblings fighting. Number 1. Number 2, they definitely don't care if we're like two young people. Like, they don't give a shit. Our parents are right across the hall.
People.
I don't remember if I was an adult or not.
It's all a blur.
But she she was like, whatever, and she like kept talking shit, and I was like, you should stop, I'm gonna hit you, and then she didn't stop, so I just like came behind her and I punched her in the ear, and she like knocked the fuck out, and then she woke up.
In the ear?
Yeah, she woke up and she was like, I'm sorry, oh my god, I'm sorry, and I was like, oh, it's too late now. I already knocked your ass out.
Make Gio mad.
Don't, it's really not good.
I'd be scared.
And then at night, she was like trying to go to sleep, and she was like, I can't sleep because my ear hurts. I was like, well, that's your fault. I told you how many times to shut up before I hit you, and then you didn't, so I hate you. I don't know that's what happens. I told you what was going to happen. You did it anyway.
I've never touched my sister. Like, I don't think we've
My sister and I have been in so many physical fights. So many.
Not weird. It's just so different to like what I am used to with my sister.
My sister and I would freaking go at it. We'd wait, like we'd get into an argument like during the day, whatever, like on the weekend. And our parents would usually go grocery shopping at some point during the weekend, or they'd go to dinner. At some point, they'd leave us alone at the house. till like they'd leave. So we'd wait for them to leave, and then we'd like throw down, and then they'd come back, and we'd be like best friends again already by the time they came back. Because like we'd fight, we'd get it all out of our system.
Like wrestle fight, or are you yelling fight?
Both. We were like throwing shit and screaming at each other and throwing each other down the stairs and stuff. Like we went at it, and then by the time our parents came back, we were like dancing to like videos on YouTube. Like we were great, you know. So like then like this isn't related at all, but then I like got into a fight with one of my friends growing up, and we got into a physical fight, and I thought we would be cool like 2 days later, and they were like, no, we're not cool. And I was like, oh, well.
It's not normal.
I guess we're not friends anymore.
Not what typical people do.
Well,
Jesus.
To this day, we're not friends, but, you know, it's okay. It happens.
I don't think we would be friends if you punched me.
I would now as a grown adult, almost 30 years old, I would not do that. I would talk it out like 100%. But like even with my sister, like 100%, I would talk it out. Like it's not that serious.
Like, you're a failure.
Even if she said
you're
that.
You're a failure.
Well,
you're a failure.
She doesn't have a job, so.
So you just be like, oh, sorry.
She's a stay-at-home mom, so one of us is making money.
Stay-at-home moms is a job too.
It is.
But yes, if she was talking shit about people being a failure, it wouldn't be very.
It was a long time ago. She's a different person. I'm a different person. You know, we're different now, so it's cool.
I'm glad.
It's all good.
That is good. I'm glad I never fought with my sister because I'm not the type of person that could get over stuff like that. Like,
we'd fight all the time.
No, me and my sister would like.
You'd never argue?
No.
How far apart are you in age?
We're like 9 years apart.
That's why.
So
we're only 4 years. We were like.
I was like her child.
And we moved a lot, so like we didn't have friends like outside of the house. It was just us. So like.
Yeah.
It was
No, me and my sister like.
We were all that we had. We had to get over it. But sorry, go ahead.
Like a married couple. Or old
Pretty
married
much.
couple. Just like hate each other but love each other.
In fact, we had a skit we would do. We would do all kinds of skits too. Like she loves improv, I love improv. So we would do skits all the time, guys. And like one of the skits we would do was this old couple from Boston, and I'd play the old man and she'd be the old lady. And she'd be like, Harold, where'd you park the car? And I'd be like, I don't know where I parked the car. And like we would just go.
Like,
yeah.
They're doing it again.
Oh, they'd be in the other.
Hitting each other.
They'd be in the other room. They were probably high. So, we
on weed, okay.
On
Not
weed.
made them like that.
My
they were like
parents.
nodding off on heroin.
No, not at all. My parents smoked weed a lot when I was a kid, and I didn't realize until I was an adult. Which is fine because
on the DL.
they kept it on the DL, and their friends would come over and they'd all get high as hell, and I didn't even know. And I'd sit there and that makes a lot of sense because they would let me sit there like technical difficulties.
Hold on. A little while.
Hold on. Okay. A little too excited. So
you got it.
They would let me sit at the table and like just chill with them and like chat it up with them, and now I understand it's because they were all high and they just thought it was so entertaining that like this little 6-year-old was sitting there like chatting them up.
Yeah, everybody's just like, yeah.
But I would just take advantage of it and I just chat their ears off, and then they'd be like, okay, it's time for bed. But yeah, my parents did smoke a lot of weed when I was a kid. Not too much. Like, they were great parents,
not like they
for
were
the
like
record.
degenerates. Yeah.
But like on the weekend, their friends would come over and they'd like chill. Yeah. So.
As they should.
Yeah.
So speaking of children, not really, but kind of. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but like, you know, I volunteer at church, whatever, and like watch like the kids. So they're preschool age. And there was this girl today who. She's brought up this movie before, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's Halloween time. You don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you just heard that. But basically, I was like, oh, what's your favorite movie? She's like, The Terrifier. She's like, The Terrifier 2 is even scarier. And I saw where the clown cuts off this girl's skin and hangs her up and takes off all her clothes and puts on her clothes and is dancing around. And she's like dancing, and I'm just like, how old are you? She was like,
we need to pray in tongues right now.
First off, we don't do tongues. Okay, but no, for real. Like, maybe for her, we should. Dude, I was just like, what? And then, like, I guess it's her grandpa that brings her to church, maybe. And, like, I saw him, like, pick her up or whatever. And then like from the class, and she like runs up to him and like hits him in his balls, and I'm just like, and the grandma's like, Jojo, stop doing that. Oh, sorry, I dropped her name, but yeah.
Jojo Siwa, for the record.
Right? Yeah, Jojo Siwa is her. But yeah,
is a menace.
and I'm just like, she likes to terrify her. She's like kicking in the balls. Her grandpa, like, what in the world? And that's the same one I think I told you where she was like sitting on my lap and farting on me.
No.
That was the same one. She's on my lap and we're like watching this little like movie thing, and all of a sudden she just like farts, and I like let it go. So I'm like, I don't want to embarrass her. Maybe it was just an accident. And then like again, she like looks at it like, I farted on you. Like, okay, get off.
Does she have brothers?
I don't know. She has to, right? Like,
seems like it.
And I'm like the terrified. Like, what? Okay. Granted, to like know the name Terrifier or whatever. Like, okay, that's
a bit much.
A bit much, but still, like, understandable. But to explain a scene to me
in detail
about taking their clothes off and cutting off their skin. Oh, and then she got a pencil thing, not a pencil, like a crown, and she was like chasing this girl, and she was like, "Watch out, I'm gonna kill you." And me and Mashi, the girl that I drew the thing with, were just like, okay. And no, she pulled her over. She's like, it's not nice to say those things. And she brought up the Terrifier to her too. I'm just like, oh, I'm Mija. Look at me.
That is crazy.
Sorry, That's Pete crazy. Has a blanket like over top of even his head, and he's like coming out of it. But he looks like a ghost just walking around with a little blanket.
Pete the dog.
Oh yeah, Pete the dog. Not the cat. You know, there's a show called Pete the Cat. It's a book too. The girls watch the
Pete
show.
the Cat.
Yeah. But anyways, I thought that was pretty crazy. I'm like, my kids aren't even allowed to like if my kids say I'm gonna kill you, I would freak out. I'd be like, we don't joke like that. Like my mom, if I had like a toy gun or something, like we were not allowed to point guns at people, even if it was a toy gun. They'd be like, no, we don't point guns at people. You don't shoot that, point it that way. Like, and that's how I want my kids to be. Just like overly, I don't care if it's like they look dumb or like sheltered, like because they don't like they're also not allowed to say like ugly. They can't say hate. Like my kids think it's a cuss word. They'll be like, I H that so much. Like they're only able to say like H, and they think they're cool because they can say that part. They're not allowed to say hate. Like they can't say stupid. I mean, they might at school or not around me, but hopefully not. But yeah, they're not allowed around me to say that. And I just, I don't know where I was going with all that, but basically I would just lose my mind if my kids were talking about the Terrifier. And that's no judgment at all to like the mom. It's just like an observation. Like parents are so different. Like another girl who, wasn't like my friend, talking about that. Almost done.
No, you're good.
She had sons. Again, I only have daughters, so no, maybe boys are different. But like for her son's like 4th birthday, maybe it was like a Jason birthday. Like I don't know, the one with the like mask. That's Jason, like the hockey mask. Yeah, and like blood like on the cake, like and like a knife. And I'm just like, okay. Right? I'm just like, I don't like that. But maybe I don't know. I'm not a boy mom, so
I'm not a parent.
I don't know.
And she's not a boy mom.
Yeah, so
but
you tell us.
But how old was the kid?
Honestly, I think they were turning like 4 or 5.
Too much.
I know. I can find the pictures on Facebook.
I don't think personally, okay, and I already know I'm gonna be a helicopter dad, okay? I'm gonna be right there all the time. I'm gonna have GPS on my kid all the time. Like, let's chip them. I don't care. Like, I need to know where they are, what they're doing at all times.
Yeah.
Especially knowing what I did as a teenager. Like,
my mom always said, you're gonna pay for your raising.
Yeah. So, lot to pay for over here. So, like, I just don't think anyone under the age of 15, this is just me.
15's a good age.
I don't think anyone under the age of 15 should know what Jason or the Terrifier is. When I was growing up, Freddy vs. Jason had just come out and it was really big. And I remember kids in my class, boys especially, talking about Freddy versus Jason and what a good movie it was and blah, 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 blah.
When you were how old?
And I didn't know what they were talking about. Like, I knew it was some scary movie that I wasn't allowed to watch. Like, and I was like 8, maybe 9.
No. See, like
Younger than that. I think I was like 6 or 7 because of the school that I was going to. I remember. Like, I think I was like 6 or 7. It was very young. Like, too young. Like, first, second grade. Yeah. Very young.
Like, that should not be a thing.
Definitely not. Way too much. Way too much.
I don't know. Again, maybe because boys, I don't know, are boys different? Are like Five Nights at Freddy's? Like, my girls wanted to watch that. And I'm just like,
I would screen it before. That's just me. I don't know.
No.
But the game is very violent, so I can't imagine the show is any better.
Right. I mean, they're like animatronics that kill people, so it's like, it can't be that good.
Like, there goes Chuck E. Cheese, you know. It's over. So.
That's true.
On a lighter note, what are your favorites and worst Christmas movies in your opinion?
Favorite and worst?
Yeah. Let's start with favorites.
Okay.
Let's start with favorites.
An answer for both of
Okay, go ahead then. Let's do both.
Favorites, very easy. I'm a very Christmas movie. I didn't say that right. I'm a Christmas movie girly, right? So I'm not like Hallmark Christmas movies.
Okay.
Like, so there's a difference.
Yeah.
They're fine. They're whatever, but I'm not gonna like sit there and be like, ooh, I can't wait for like the next Hallmark Christmas movie. I have a friend like that who's just like, I love them all. I don't care what they're about. I'm gonna watch every single one that comes on and love it the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so favorite movies. Muppet Christmas Carol, obviously, is the very first one.
Okay.
Like, you can't go wrong.
I need to rewatch as an adult because I was forced to watch it every year as a kid in music class after we played the recorder. So, like, I don't have good memories of it, but I need to watch it as an adult because I think I would appreciate it as an adult.
Me and my family, it was like a classic. And we watched it every single year, too, but, like, at my house. And I don't know, I just love it. And I can quote it at this point, obviously, and it's just very nostalgic. So that one. And then maybe like a couple of them. So second one that's more modern that I like a lot is called Surviving Christmas.
Okay.
It's got Ben Affleck in it. You know, back when he was a nice little young daddy. Anyway, but yeah, point being, he's in it. He is super rich and he basically like has no family and decides he wants to go home for the holidays and ends up paying a family $250,000 to like pretend to be his family for Christmas. But the family's like dishfunctional. Like the parents are on the brink of a divorce. The kid's like always up in his room. Like, so yeah, it's really cute. I love it a lot. You should watch it. Okay. And then another that I love is obviously It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
And you've seen it.
Yep.
Okay. But the worst, I just watched one. First off, Bad Santa is like the worst. That's like the absolute worst. Have you seen that?
I feel like I've seen it.
With I want to say it's not Tommy Lee Jones. It's the one who's with Angelina Jolie, who was married to her. The one who's like old.
Pamela Anderson.
Oh my God, that's a woman. Angelina Jolie, who's married to Angelina, who was married to her. She had like a whole Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay.
You know who that is, right?
Yeah, but I haven't seen any movies with him in it, so I take back me saying I've seen it.
Yeah, well, he is in it, and I don't know, I just hate it. Like, he is like Santa at a mall or something, but he's like a drunk and like.
Okay, I think maybe I think I've seen it. I think I've seen it. It's not great.
I just don't like when it, like, I like cute, like hopeful, like warm movies for the holidays, not like, oh, remember everything sucks and everybody's an alcoholic and everyone hates each other. Like, yeah, we have that all freaking year round. Can we at least pretend during Christmas that everything's like magical and happy?
Yes.
Like, come on, at least pretend. So I like those movies. That was not one. Another one I watched last night is called The Family Stone. Have you seen that one?
No.
I wanted it to be good. I really did. Because it seems like I Googled like, you know, classic Christmas movies, whatever, like common ones. Because I'm kind of trying to branch out from my usual.
Yeah.
And that was one of them. And I watched it. It's got, I don't know if these names even matter to you, but Diane Keaton.
Okay.
It's got wow, wait, now I'm freaking out. Is that not her name? No, it is. Diane Keaton. It's got Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay.
It's got Dylan McDermott
Okay.
from My Best Friend's Wedding.
Okay.
Are you just patronizing me right now?
No.
Okay. Like, you know these people?
Yeah.
Oh, you're lying. Why do you lie? You said you don't lie anymore.
I don't know the last one. The first two I do know.
Okay, that's fair. You've seen My Best Friend's Wedding?
No.
You watch that. That's just a whole good movie in itself. But anyways, Rachel McAdams is also in it.
Okay.
Point being, it's about a family. Their last name is Stone. And Sarah Jessica Parker is like the new girlfriend or whatever of one of the brothers.
Classic.
And brings her home.
Classic.
And his family just hates her.
Okay. But it's not a good movie.
It's not. And
okay.
it was they had a concept of a good movie, but the follow through was just not there. The characters were just not likable. They do you want me to tell you what was really stupid at the end, or you think you'll watch it?
No, just tell me.
All right.
It doesn't even if I watch it, just tell me.
It's been out for a while, so whatever. But yeah. Okay. So things are going wrong, right, with Sarah Jessica Parker. She's like, oh my God, I need my sister to come be here with me.
Okay.
And be my emotional support.
Okay.
Sister comes, okay? And then all of a sudden, her fiance, not fiance, but the one she's with, starts to kind of like her sister. And then she kind of is starting to be interested in his brother. Yeah. It's a whole story leading up to it. But that's basically what ends up happening. He's he asked his mom for the grandma's ring or whatever, because he's gonna propose to Sarah Jessica Parker. And then the sister's there and he's like, can you just try this on? I just want to. The ring gets stuck on her finger. I know. And so they're trying to get it off, and she's telling her sister, he's gonna propose to you and all this stuff.
I'm not gonna watch this movie.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. I kept waiting for it to get better. I'm like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Oh, and then just throw in there the mom has cancer also. But she's a cunt too. The son asked her for the ring.
You don't even want
and she's
her
like,
to
no, I don't want you to take that. He's like, Mom, you told me when I found someone that I love, want to marry, that you'd give me the ring. She's like, well, tough shit. She says, tough shit. Anyways, it's just so you don't even care if she dies. Not really,
wow.
but it's just there's nobody that's actually likable in the movie where it's bro. Anyways, so then fast forward at the end of the movie to the next Christmas, and they're those people are together. They're like, oh yeah, they're on their way. The couple who was previously Sarah Jessica Parker's man is now with her sister. And then now Sarah Jessica Parker's with the guy's brother, and they're together. So now they're it's just weird. And Sybil died. The mom died. So.
All right.
Yeah. And there's also a gay son in there, and it's so crazy because there's also uncomfy moments where it's what are you trying to do here? Are we just being controversial because it was 2003? I don't know. But there's one of the sons is gay and he's also deaf, and he's got a husband, and the husband's yeah. Basically, there's just they're sitting down to dinner. I'm trying to tell you what I'm trying to tell you. And the girl, Sarah Jessica Parker, is they're saying what they're thankful for or something like that, and the mom is kind of joking and just how she loves that her son's gay or whatever. She's I tried to make all of you gay, and not basically make them gay, but yeah, Mom asked all of us, and she's I was hoping you'd all be gay and you would just stay with me forever and blah blah blah. And then Sarah Jessica Parker's well, you don't really want that, right? Because no one really wants their child. I know, and it gets worse because she goes on, she talks about it for 3 minutes. She's nobody really wants that, and they just look at her, and she's well, life's already hard enough. You don't want
life's hard enough.
You don't want to make your child struggle even more. Well, and everybody's just what are you actually saying right now? And then finally the dad is just that's enough. And it's quiet for a second, and Sarah Jessica Parker's just I'm just saying that if and everybody's oh my God. She's like, I don't mean it like that. I don't. And her boyfriend's like, why don't you tell us what it is you do mean then? And she's just like, really? Like, offended that he's not on her side. And then there's another portion where, like, they try to make her look like racist, basically, too. And because they're playing a game and they're like, it's like, what do they do where you have to, like, act out character? Charades. Yeah. And at one point she's like thinking, and like the gay guy's husband is like, it's okay, you got it. And she's like that. And the Rachel McAdams sister, she's like, oh my God, are you pointing at him? Is he a clue? And they like look at the word and it's like the bride wore black or something like that, and the husband is African American. And she didn't mean it like that. She was just like, okay, I got it. But they hate her so much that they're just trying to like basically make her whatever. But yeah, that part at the dinner table, I was just like, what is happening? Why do you keep going? Like, it stopped like at least twice. And she's just like, but you know, I just and it's, I don't know, it's cute whenever she finally gets up and leaves. Like the mom like looks at her son and like he's deaf, you know, he's just kind of looking down. And she like throws a roll at him. She's like, you are more normal than any asshole at this entire table. I love you. And I don't know. No, that's a cute moment, but don't watch it. Don't watch The Family Stone. I don't know why it's classic. Not in this house. 2003, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Actually, I don't even think it was that.
Let's take a break. We're back.
Hey, we had a break.
We had a break. But, okay, let me give you my favorite Christmas movie.
Yep.
I have a few favorites, but coming in hot at number 1.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it A Christmas Story?
It is.
How did I know? How did I know that? You look like you would love A Christmas Story and that your family would love A Christmas Story.
It is a family
I
tradition.
knew it! And you know what? Me and my family never watch that.
That channel that plays it 24 hours during Christmas, we watch it every year.
How did I freaking
It's on
know?
the whole 24 hours. It's on.
Do you
at
also
the
watch
house.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
Yes, my dad loves that movie.
Never seen that one either.
My dad loves it.
Crazy.
So we love Christmas Story.
Yeah, I knew it.
I love Elf.
I knew that one too.
And I love Polar Express. Those are top 3 great. But what I did watch this year for the first time is this Christmas movie called Last Christmas.
Oh, Last Holiday?
No, Last Christmas.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's based on the George Michael song, but it has like all of his songs, like not all of them, but a lot of his songs like intertwined throughout the movie.
Did it just come out recently?
I think so. And it's great because it's like one of those romantic movies where like they can't end, like they don't end up together, they can't be together. So it's great. I already love it because of that. And then I also love George Michael, so that was like a big part of it. So that's another great one that is newly added to the list as of like last week. Yeah. So Christmas movies that I don't like.
We're gonna fight.
Unpopular opinion.
We're about to fight. Hot take.
I don't like the Santa Claus movies.
All of them, even the very first one?
I've only seen the first 2 and I don't like them.
I haven't seen them with you if like you were talking about like the second and third ones that weren't so great. The first one is peak.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
It was a classic for me.
So maybe my opinion has changed. But I didn't like it.
Is there a reason?
I just thought it was like
whatever?
Just not that great.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I watched it, like, that was another one, like Muppet Christmas Carol. Like, my family's very into, like, Christmas movies, too. So, like, it was, like, on every single year. And that was, like, I don't know. I feel like whenever I was younger, I used to think, like, that was actually Santa Claus. Like, Tim Allen was Santa Claus. But, yeah, I don't know. I like those because I feel like it really not helps you believe in Santa Claus, but like I guess maybe if you're a kid, like it shows you like, oh, so how does Santa get into houses if like there's no chimney? Oh, look, it like makes a chimney. Like it's just cool to see that. Or like, what's Santa doing? You know, when he's not delivering presents? Like, okay, he's up at the North Pole. He's got a little wife. Like, I don't know. I think it's cool, but maybe if I hadn't watched it every year as a kid, I wouldn't be as attached to it. Because, like, the second one is not so great, where he makes, like, the toy Santa as, like, the life-size one. That one's kind of dumb. But the third one's alright. That's where they have, like, Jack Frost in it, and Jack Frost, like, makes him wish that he was never Santa. And it's really cool because it goes back and, like, shows scenes from the first one, and they're, like, there. Yeah.
Jack Frost is a very devastating movie to watch as a child.
As a child?
Yeah, we had it on VHS. We'd watch it every year. Devastating every year. The dad dies every year.
I'm trying to remember.
He
I'm
spins out and dies.
Jack Frost.
Oh no, the
You mean
real
Michael
movie.
Keaton, Jack, I know.
Yeah, he spins out and freaking dies off the side of the cliff, and then he's back as a snowman, and his child like doesn't realize it till the end.
For 5 minutes. No, his child at least knows for like a bit. The wife knows it for like 5 minutes. That's what I always thought was ridiculous. Like,
the whole movie is sad as fuck.
it is sad, but it's a classic too. We just watched that one, me and the girls. But
You made them watch
I
it?
did. It's a classic. We watch classics. So, it's even more sad because he gets in the wreck on the way home after deciding not to go to that freaking concert. He's like, you know what? I'm stupid. I need to go be with my family.
Yeah, and then he fucking dies. Yeah, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
It's really sad at the end whenever he like is singing that song. She's like, sing me a smile, and he like sings the song and just like,
so sad.
Away. And they're just like, all right, you died again. Second time
It's spring.
around.
Bye, bitch. You're melting.
That's really sucky. It is like he died again, though, right? Like they had gotten over it a little bit, and then here he is again. I don't know. Still classic. I don't know.
Sad.
I enjoy
So
it.
sad.
But the cartoon Jack Frost. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, that one's a good one.
I don't remember too much about it.
I like that. I like the original.
Rudolph?
Excuse me. I like the original Rudolph, the old-fashioned one with like the felt little characters. I like the Heat Miser, whatever movie that is. The one with the Heat Miser and Father Time and Father Christmas or whatever. Love that one.
Is that,
I am the Heat Miser, so.
I'm just a misfit.
The Land of Misfit Toys is another great one.
Is that what it's called?
I think that has the Heat Miser in it. Yeah, I think that's the movie. The Land of Misfit Toys is a great one. No, it's the Land of Misfit Toys.
Oh, it's called that. I thought you were saying this.
No, that's the name of the movie, I believe. I think. Could be wrong, but I think.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter enough to Google it.
He
But
doesn't want to be a dentist. He wants to be...
that's Cuba Gooding Jr. in 8 Below.
Huh?
What?
Dentist?
Yeah, isn't there a Cuba Gooding Jr. What? What? Cuba Gooding Jr. movie where he's a dentist. He's like a dental tech, and like a dental assistant, and then he ends up like doing the dogs in Alaska. Like
maybe. You're probably right. 8 Below does sound about right, but I never watched
8 Below is not the movie.
Oh.
8 Below is when they die. They freeze to death and the dogs die, and it's extremely sad, and it's with somebody who's white. But Cuba Gooding Jr. is in a different...
Paul Walker?
No, the dogs die.
Oh.
And it's really sad because they mourn and they howl, and it's really sad. And they sleep next to this dead body for like 2 days. It's so sad.
Watch that one.
But there's a Cuba Gooding Jr. movie about dogs. It's called something. It's called, it's a Disney movie.
Snow Dogs.
That's the one. That's a good one.
When Miami dentist Ted
That's a good
Brooks
one.
finds out he's been named in a will, he travels to
It's
Alaska to
great.
claim his inheritance. Once he gets there, his dreams turn to mush. He discovers he's been left a mischievous team of sled dogs.
It's a great movie. Yeah, it's so great. I love it. It's one of the classics.
It's a Christmas one?
No, it's just winter. But it's great. I love it.
2002.
Yep, it's a good one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Once I get Disney Plus, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
It's a
Disney
good one.
Plus did the whole like location sharing thing, didn't they? Where you can't like have it at multiple places.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, really?
I just stopped paying for it, so.
Wow.
Anyways, yeah, so worst Christmas movies, I don't really know. I don't like horror movies that are based on Christmas, like those Santa scary movies.
Krampus,
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't like that.
Christmas.
I don't like the one where it's Santa, but he's like scary, whatever that most recent one that came out like last year.
With the
It's
guy
like
from
Claus or
Stranger
whatever.
Things. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I know
I don't like when Santa becomes scary. I don't like when Christmas becomes evil.
Nope.
I barely like Nightmare Before Christmas. Barely.
That's
barely.
a Halloween movie to me. That's not a Christmas movie.
I agree, but it is pretty much a Christmas movie. Like,
yeah, I mean, it literally
but-
says Christmas.
it's so not like I don't like when Christmas becomes evil. Like I'm very, and it's maybe because we grew up religious, but it's just not. I mean, we're still
How did
religious.
you feel about
both
the
of us.
Krampus parade that they had here?
Well, I researched it because I was like, let
It's
me
a
not.
cultural thing.
Yeah, let me not look into all the comments before I research it. So I researched it.
Yeah.
It is a like Netherlands,
Mm-hmm.
Norway, whatever up there type thing.
Yeah.
No disrespect, just whatever, that Northern European region.
Cold, far.
Nordic region.
Right.
But it's like a festival or a parade where they drive out bad souls. So I guess it's like really not that bad. And it's like, okay, I understand why like they're dressed scary if like that's the point of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Like it's not a bad thing. It has a good intention. So I don't think it's really evil. Like a lot of people didn't research it and are like hating on it. And San Antonio had their first Krampus parade this year.
And people showed up there
And
with like
a lot of people
verses and stuff.
A lot of people on Twitter hated it. But I did the research, and when I found out what it meant, I was like, it's really not that bad. Like, chill out. And if you have a problem with it, maybe you should look inside yourself because it's to get rid of bad souls.
Are you a bad
So
soul?
look inside yourself if you really have that big of a problem with it.
Right.
But I don't think it's really that big of a deal. It's a different culture. I think all cultures should be celebrated. So I think it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I think it's no different from like Halloween parades that go on or
just any sort of thing. There's a one that's in Mexico that's really intense. It's called the I'm trying to remember what it's called. But essentially it's brace yourselves. They walk around in like the outfits look like KKK outfits.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it's a
like
whole
a Catholic
parade.
thing, right?
I've been to it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Catholic tradition type, very traditional
I'm trying to think of what it's
Spain
called.
type
It sucks
thing.
that I can't think of it, but yeah, I've been to the parade in Mexico, and they like, yeah, everybody's in those like.
I learned about it in
hats,
Spanish class.
and it's like it looks pretty wild.
It
when you
looks
see
rough,
but it's
coming
not.
from American perspective,
It's like,
but it has nothing to do with the KKK or anything
But
like
then
that.
again, yeah, another
It's a
cultural
religious
thing that's
tradition,
just
yeah.
Like, wow.
Well, like Dia de los Muertos, like is very misunderstood. I feel by a lot of white people. I had to explain it to my mom, and that it wasn't crazy. Like I had to show her stuff and explain it to her because she didn't really understand it. And I'm sure there's plenty of other people out there of my complexion who don't understand it. You grew up in Mexico, so you do fully understand it, but a lot of people don't, and it's just honoring the people who have passed away. Like, it's really not that big of a deal.
People just need to open their minds.
100%.
But yeah, circling back, I don't like movies and stuff that make it like scary, or like that Winnie the Pooh one where Winnie the Pooh is like a serial killer.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. There's another scary movie that's like based on Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna see it.
Like, why? Can we just let nice things just be nice?
It doesn't need to be scary.
It doesn't. You've got.
I don't really
everything.
like a lot of scary movies. Like, it takes a lot for me to watch a scary movie. It has to look really good in the trailer for me to watch it.
Oh, because you have to be here all by yourself at night too.
Yeah, that's that.
I'd be scared.
Scary. Yeah, so, there's a lot of movies out there that are based on Christmas. Not all of them are great. Most of them are not. A lot of cheesy ones out there. We got the classic Lindsay Lohan movies. We got Falling for Christmas, which I am in the process of finishing. And then we have
Vanessa
Our
Hudgens.
Little Secret. Okay, what is Vanessa Hudgens in?
She's killing the Netflix holiday.
I've heard, but I haven't seen any of her movies.
In the Princess Switch.
Okay, I'm getting really into this year cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies.
Then
so
you
give them all to me.
watch The Night Before Christmas, like KNIGHT.
Okay.
And that's Vanessa Hudgens. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like a knight from like way back when gets
I'm gonna write these down.
teleported to modern day. And it's Christmas time. And it's Vanessa Hudgens. That's all you need to know. It's Peyton's favorite Christmas movie, but it is cute and cheesy, but it's a good one. That's the only one I know.
That's it?
I don't like
I said I'm gonna write them down and that's all you got?
What about the Christmas card? Have you seen that one?
No.
I think that's what it's called. The Christmas card. Yep, the Christmas card. What about, isn't there one called the Christmas shoes?
Oh, is that about the song?
Sir, I wanna buy these.
Yeah, I'm not watching that shit. I don't feel like my heart needs to be ripped the fuck out right now. That song is already sad enough. That song is devastating.
Oh my gosh. Mama meets Jesus tonight. Then she's dying on Christmas Eve.
She doesn't eat shoes! You need food!
Go spend time
You have
with
no
your
mom! The fuck?
The loss and subsequent return of a pair of shoes helps a young boy give his terminally ill
I'm not watching that shit. I'm not watching that shit. Give me more Vanessa Hudgens movies. So I'm not watching that. Not watching that. I want happy, cheesy endings only.
My favorite book when I was younger was like a Christmas.
Are we there yet as a Christmas movie?
Is it?
Yeah, they end up, Ice Cube kisses her on Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
And the reindeer beats him up. I think about that every time I encounter a deer in the wild.
What?
Which is often, unfortunately. There's a lot of deer around my house.
Well.
Wow. Well, this has been
I
our
don't
Christmas
have very
episode.
many movies to suggest because I said, I don't like the Hallmark ones.
We will be back post-Christmas to give you an update on Christmas and to give you our New Year's resolutions. And then in January, we're going to see if we follow through with them. Probably not. Knowing myself, I don't follow through on many things.
Worth the shot, though.
Worth the shot. We will see. We will come up with those New Year's resolutions ASAP. Thank you so much for joining Tequila Tuesday. I know we said this is our Winter Games episode. We did not play any games.
We talk a lot. We like to talk.
We might post a separate clip of us playing games. We'll see.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned to see if we do that or not.
All right.
Love you guys. Bye. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Bye.